everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Helen and I have a toddler who is 2.5 years old, and in this video I'm going to share with you some activity ideas that you can do with your toddler whilst you are at home. I was going to film a completely different video today, but I was just doing some painting with Arthur, and whilst I was doing it I was thinking, hold on, why didn't I film my toddler activities at home video, because it is a video that I've been meaning to film for a while now, for months literally, but for whatever reason I haven't got around to it. So I thought that I would film it today, and I really hope that you enjoy them. Let me know in the comments below your favourite activity to do at home, whether it is just because it's a rainy day and you're stuck indoors, or at the moment it is the summer holidays, so obviously a lot of people, you're not necessarily going to be out every single day. So yes, let's get straight into them. An activity that my toddler likes to do at home is to colour or crayon on cardboard. If you've got anything big as well, like a big box, they can hide in it and they can sit in it and draw in it. It just makes a change from their usual paper or whatever you usually do. Arthur absolutely loves to draw around his hand or around his feet or drawing around my hand, so that's always a lot of fun. It is something you could also take out in the garden. I have filmed a garden and outdoor activities. Obviously it kind of depends on the weather, so obviously you might be watching this because you want rainy day ideas. Not that we're getting many rainy days recently, so you probably aren't, but you know, you might be watching this in the future. But yeah, you can take some of these outdoors of course if you are at home. But yeah, these are perfect cardboard boxes, just make sure that you keep hold of them. And in general, craft ideas and painting and all that kind of thing are amazing for indoor activities. He actually asked to do it this morning, but just make sure that you've got a stock of things really. We have some poster paints which are the Crayola make, which I kind of think a lot of people seem to have, but we've also got some little watercolour ones. So I think I got them from eBay. It's a stack of 3 like little circles, they're only about that big, with about 6 different colours on them. So they're really good. We've also got stamps, which Arthur loves. Arthur also loves Play-Doh, so just all of that. If you haven't got much crafty stuff, you can buy things really, really cheaply from supermarkets, like go to Asda, or like Home Bargains and B&M, just stock up on things like that. We love doing our handprints and footprints maybe as well, but I think that's something nice to keep. So, you know, you might be doing a normal painting, but I always think if you do a handprint, it's something that you can just like keep and remember, you know, you write the date on it so I know how old he was when his foot was this big. And I've done loads over the 2.5 years that he's been here, so I kind of actually should like put them all next together and see how he's grown, but I think that's really sweet. You can also get like packs from Amazon or eBay where it's kind of like, it's like ink, but it's, you just kind of wipe their foot or their hand and like there's nothing there, and then you just put it on the special paper and it turns black. I don't know if you've seen that before, but they're just a few pounds, and obviously that is completely mess free as well. We've also done handprints in clay, I think it's called, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, is it Fimo? I think. I'll leave some of these things linked below if you're kind of looking for things like this, but this one's good. So you just like roll it out and yeah, you know, you could just make handprints on it or whatever, and it's an air drying clay, so you just leave it, I think it's for 24 hours or overnight or something, and you've got a nice little handprint or, you know, a picture or something. On a similar theme is messy play. So I recently got a big, it's kind of like a picnic platter tray, I suppose. It's about that big, I suppose, from Asda. It was only £1 or £2, but it's got like different compartments and different sections, and I saw it and I thought that would be perfect to do some like little setup in. So kind of like messy play, or like, you know, you do different scenes. So I filled each section with different foods. I had some cereals, some different cereals. I had some like desiccated coconut in there, and then I just put like his farm animals in it. I put some water, and yeah, it was just a lot of fun. You could also wash your toys. You could cover them with things or not, but you could like mix up some cocoa powder with water, or with oil. You could make it like a bit more gloopier if you want. But yeah, you can do loads of different things, and then you could just like wash your toys. You could wash your babies or dolls if you've got some of those as well. And yeah, Arthur loves doing all of that. Now, if you are doing it indoors, you can do it on a big tough tray, which we do have, but ours got put in the shed, I don't know, a couple of months ago, because I think I was playing with it outside, like in the spring, and then it never found its way back in the house. It was now in the shed. So when I did that kind of messy play, I actually just had Arthur on a picnic blanket in the kitchen because, you know, it was a little bit messy. It wasn't like really bad, but yeah, I could just put the blanket, I just like shook it out and then I just put it in the washing machine. Anything with water Arthur loves, so water play, we usually do it outdoors, but if you can't because of the weather or for whatever reason you want to do it indoors, Arthur loves it. You can also think about building a den, so whether that is, you know, like you can put a few chairs and put like a sheet over or a blanket, or if you've got a table you can go under, or Arthur actually really likes just putting it over ourselves. So like we are the den and then we read books inside it, like just under a blanket. Something about it he likes. You can also get little projector torches as well, so you could like have a little play with that, or like different lights. We've got a little lamp, I suppose, which is like a rocket, but it's kind of like projects stars, which he loves. So that's a really nice little idea too. Arthur absolutely loves, which he has done, well, ever since he's got it really, which is doing a tea party for his cuddly toys, or he's got one baby, no, 2 babies now, and yeah, you know, so if you've got like an actual tea set and other like food and things like that, set up all his toys, maybe like put a little blanket on, and he really enjoys playing with that. You could also extend that and then you have your, even if you don't want to do like your lunch, but it could just be like a snack, so you're kind of having food with the toys, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's a really sweet idea and it keeps Arthur entertained for a good while actually. We also love to have a sing and a dance, so we just put some music on. Arthur has got quite a lot of musical toys that play music, so he's got a drum which plays music, like a little drum like that, and then he's also got a big frog drum which plays really good music and he absolutely loves it. So yeah, you just have that, like have a little dance. I think that is fun, and I'll be honest with you, sometimes that's something that I don't always think about, like putting on music, but it is really good fun. I mean, there are absolutely loads and loads of ideas, so I'm obviously not going to talk about all of them, and I'm trying to only speak about the ones that I've done and Arthur's favourites, but there are just so many, and there are a couple of Instagram accounts which are really good for inspiration for this kind of thing, so I will leave them linked below so you can kind of have a look at their accounts. But obviously there are lots, but I was going to mention one that I've done not for a while, but it's pom-pom posting. So it's quite fun, so you kind of tape like kitchen roll tubes or toilet roll tubes to, I don't know, a wall, or I did it to a door because I don't want to rip off any paint with like masking tape, I think I did. And then yeah, you just put like pom-poms down, like the chutes or the tunnels, and you know, you can either do it just onto the floor or you could put like buckets, I think something like that underneath. That was a really good one that Arthur enjoyed. And I was also going to mention, when we have music, you could also do bubbles with that as well. I love bubbles and Arthur absolutely loves it. He's really good now at blowing them. So we do it outside a lot, which you probably, if you aren't new to my channel, you have probably seen me do bubbles in the garden with Arthur, but you can obviously bring them indoors as well, and that's really fun to do alongside music. Something that I really enjoy doing with Arthur is baking, and I did an Instagram post about this a little while ago, because baking with him is something that I always kind of envisaged myself doing like before I had children. But you know, I used to think, oh, you know, when I have a child, like I love to do baking with them and make cakes or biscuits. I don't know, it's just one of those like dreams that you have. That sounds really silly, but yeah, so it's amazing that now I have a child and I get to do it. So it's really good fun. We've made cakes and biscuits. You can get really easy recipes. I mean, you can get those boxes, can't you, which have got like most of the ingredients in, but to be honest with you, you can find recipes that only have a few ingredients anyway, and Arthur loves it. Like, he helps me measure it out and like pours it all in and stirs it. And I would say, just a tip, so I actually prefer with Arthur, I think it's easier measuring things with like cups. So if you have any cups, like measuring cups, because when you're trying to put things on a scale, and when Arthur's trying to help me, it's quite difficult to get it exact. Whereas at least with a cup, you can kind of, you know, he can obviously see when the cup's getting full, and also if it overflows, like it doesn't matter kind of thing. So yeah, that's just a little extra tip for you. But yeah, baking is great, and you also enjoy eating whatever it is afterwards as well. A really fun one that Arthur likes is just to get all of his cuddly toys out, like literally in a big pile, and just jump into them. You could obviously do that with pillows as well. We don't have one of those like soft, you know, I see some people with those soft play like bricks and I don't know what they're called, like blocks and things. Our house isn't really big enough for that, unfortunately, so I guess we kind of do a similar thing. But yeah, with pillows you could do it. Arthur does it with soft toys and literally just like jumps in and just has fun doing that really, and then like playing with all of his soft toys. Another activity that Arthur really likes recently, and for a good few months I would say, is playing hide and seek. So I think that's definitely one of the schemas, and I can't remember which schema it is, where they kind of suddenly discover hide and seek and that they really enjoy it. Other than that, obviously there are lots and lots of toys, which I don't need to tell you, but if you are looking at buying some new toys, I have filmed a video fairly recently about toys for toddlers or for 2-year-olds, and there are lots on there. So if you're looking for any inspiration, you know, you want to buy a toy, you feel like you need to buy another toy for your child or something like that, or like an activity sort of toy, then do check out that video. I will leave that linked in the description box below. So that's kind of Arthur's favourite activities that we do indoors whilst we're at home. So I hope that you enjoyed hearing them. I don't know what your favourite one is. Let me know in the box below. Maybe I'll get some more ideas as well. Like I say, there are hundreds of ideas out there. One that I actually want to try with Arthur at some point is making toast pictures. So I think you get a slice of bread and then you paint on it with food colouring, which isn't great. So I don't know if there's like food colouring without horrible stuff in it, like ingredients, but yeah, like you paint it and then you put it in the toaster and you've made like a toast picture. That's one that I do want to look into. But yeah, there's so many out there, so let me know what your favourite one is and your ideas as well. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy watching mum life videos. I post day in the life vlogs, I post about our routines, videos like this as well, how to entertain them. And yeah, I really hope to see you soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye everyone!